He must be here somewhere. Roberto Arta Sanchez is hot on his trail. Europe's largest predator is at home in the woodlands of northern Spain.
There was a bear here, no doubt about it. No other animal would climb up a cherry tree and break off a branch just for the fruit.
Roberto has proof. He works for a wildlife conservation association and has installed surveillance cameras in spots where bears visit frequently. He loves watching the behavior of wild bears when they're feeling undisturbed.
See? There they are. That makes me so happy. It tells me this is one more place where the species feels at home again. Bears have died out in large parts of Europe. Here, they've survived. To people like us, that's wonderful.
Even here in the Cantabrian Mountains, brown bears nearly became extinct. Today, there are about 300 of them in these parts, the biggest population of bears in Western Europe. But the numbers are problematic too. The animals have been entering people's properties in search of food. In Maria Sanriesco's garden in Riello, one took an entire cherry tree.
The bear came and ate everything. He didn't leave a single cherry behind. And we were just about to harvest them. Now it's too late.
90 kilometers away in Cisterna, a bear has been making daily visits to a restaurant storage room. The owner, Jose Gonzalez, filmed the bear trying to get into a barrel of old cooking oil. He says he'll store the oil in the garage from now on, but he also wants more protection.
We've got to chase the bears away and see to it that they don't come into our village anymore. That's vital. Lots of children and elderly live here in the summer. There could be an incident.
An incident like the one a few weeks before, when a bear took a 75-year-old woman by surprise and seriously injured her. Biologists operating a refuge for injured and behaviorally abnormal bears examined the case. They're convinced that confrontations with such serious consequences are very rare.
Normally, bears run away from people. In this case, it attacked the woman because it felt threatened. The woman broke her hip during the attack and her face was injured. Bears are not aggressive or dangerous per se. That was an unfortunate encounter.
Roberto and his association want to identify suspect bears and observe their behavior in order to step in if needed. The conservationist knows why the predators have lost their fear of humans.
There's less and less farming in the villages. Meadows and pastures are reverting back into forests. So now, many villages are right in the middle of the woods. The bear isn't really exiting the forest when it approaches a village. It's staying in its habitat. It's important we take a closer look at what's really going on here instead of just blaming the animals for anything that goes wrong.
To keep the bears out of the villages, the conservationists want to ensure that the animals find plenty of food far away from civilization. That's why Roberto and his colleagues are planting fruit trees in woodland clearings.
In the coming decades, we want to make it possible for bears and humans to coexist. We want to sensitize people to the fact that bears belong here, just like we people do, and that conflicts are very rare.
Raising awareness to dispel fear. The love for bears, it would seem, is all a matter of perspective and proper distancing.